Have you ever prayed for something for years? A breakthrough, a new job, healing, a restored relationship, and then, finally, God answers. The moment you've been waiting for arrives. But then what? What do you do next? It's a strange question, but so many people get it wrong. Some rush ahead without thinking. Some become careless and lose focus. And some, sadly, end up losing the very blessing they prayed so hard for. Today, I want to show you exactly what to do after God answers your prayer. Because here's a secret most people miss: the answer is not the end of the journey. It's the beginning of a new responsibility. So stay with me, because this message might just be what you need to protect what God has just released into your life. First, we need to shift our perspective. An answered prayer does not equal finished work. We often think, phew, that's done. I can relax now. But God often answers our prayers as a test of stewardship. He wants to see what we'll do with the blessing. The thing you prayed for, whether it's a promotion, a new opportunity, or a restored friendship, must now be managed with wisdom. Think about what Jesus said in Luke 16:10, "Whoever can be trusted with very little can also be trusted with much." God doesn't just hand out blessings like candy. He's looking for faithful managers. He wants to see if you can handle the little He has given you before He entrusts you with much. The truth is, God answers prayers to see what you'll do next. The answer isn't the finish line, it's the starting line for a new level of faithfulness. So, what's the very first thing you should do? Before you celebrate, before you post about it, before you make a single move, you must return thanks. Just pause. Take a moment to acknowledge God and give Him intentional, heartfelt thanks. In Luke chapter 17, Jesus heals 10 men with leprosy. They are overjoyed, as you can imagine. Their lives are completely changed. But only one of them, when he saw he was healed, came back, praising God in a loud voice. He threw himself at Jesus' feet and thanked Him. And Jesus asks, "Were not all 10 cleansed? Where are the other 9? Here's a powerful insight from that story: gratitude seals the blessing. When you rush past Thanksgiving, you risk losing your awareness of God's hand in your life. You start thinking it was your own effort or just good luck. Gratitude keeps you connected to the source of the blessing. It anchors your heart in the reality that it came from Him, and it positions you to receive even more. So, before you do anything else, stop and say, "Thank you, God." Once you've given thanks, the second step is to seek instruction, not make assumptions. This is a huge trap. It's so easy to think, okay, God gave me the green light. I know what to do from here. I can run with this. But God often answers a prayer with specific directions attached. The blessing is just one part of the package, the instructions are the other. Proverbs 3:5-6 says, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He will make your path straight." The key word there is acknowledge. When God answers, you need to go back to Him and ask, "God, thank you for this. Now, how do you want me to walk in it? What instructions do you have for me? What do I need to protect? What pitfalls should I avoid?" Don't assume you know the best way to manage this new season. The answer came from God, so the instructions for how to handle that answer must also come from Him. Seeking His direction is an act of humility and wisdom that ensures you don't mess up the very thing you prayed for. Step 3 is to guard what God has given you. The moment a significant prayer is answered, you can almost guarantee that opposition will increase. Distractions will multiply. Old temptations you thought you'd overcome might suddenly reappear. The enemy doesn't like it when you advance, and he will try to steal, kill, and destroy the new territory you've just taken. Look at Nehemiah's example. When they were rebuilding the wall of Jerusalem, a project God had clearly ordained, they faced intense opposition. What did they do? Nehemiah 4:9 tells us, "But we prayed to our God and posted a guard day and night to meet this threat." They prayed, but they also set a watch. They were spiritually alert and practically prepared. Here's the truth: Every blessing needs boundaries. What God gives you publicly must be protected privately through prayer, discipline, and wise choices. You have to be a guardian over your blessing. Ask yourself, what boundaries do I need to set? Who do I need to be careful with? What habits do I need to change to protect this gift? Prayer and protection go hand in hand. The fourth step is to walk in humility. Answered prayer can be a dangerous thing if it leads to pride. It's easy to start feeling a little special, a little more deserving than others. This can lead to overconfidence and spiritual neglect. You stop praying as much, you stop depending on God, and you start relying on your own strength. Deuteronomy 8 gives a stern warning about this. God tells the Israelites, "When you enter the promised land and you're blessed and prosperous, you may say to yourself, 'My power and the strength of my hands have produced this wealth for me.' But remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the ability to produce wealth." This is a key reminder for all of us. God didn't answer your prayer because you were good enough or because you deserved it. He answered it because He is good, because He is merciful, and because He is faithful to His promises. Humility acknowledges that. It keeps you in a position of dependence on Him, and it keeps the door open for Him to do even more in your life. Pride closes that door. Finally, the fifth step is to align your life with the answer. A new blessing requires a new level of living. You need to ask yourself some honest questions. Does my lifestyle honor this blessing? Does my character match this new responsibility? Does my daily obedience reflect the favor God has shown me? James 2:17 says that faith without works is dead. In the same way, a blessing without alignment is in danger. If God blesses you with a leadership position, but you continue to live with a poor character, that misalignment will eventually be exposed. If God gives you a financial breakthrough, but you're not a good steward, the blessing won't last. The blessing will expose any area of your life that is out of alignment, and it will do so quickly. It's your job to fix it before it costs you what God has given you. So let's bring it all together. God answered your prayer not just to bless you, but to partner with you. He's looking for people He can trust. Gratitude, seeking His instruction, guarding the blessing, walking in humility, and aligning your life are the 5 keys to being a good partner. This is how you steward and protect what God gives you. If this message has spoken to you today, and you want to commit to being a wise steward of your blessings, I want you to do something right now. Go to the comments and type, "God, help me steward what you've given me." And if you want to walk wisely in your answered prayers, hit that like button. Share this video with someone you know who just received a breakthrough, because they need to hear this. And make sure you subscribe, because my next message is all about the practical ways to protect your answered prayers from the attacks that are sure to come. Remember, what God gives you, He expects you to grow with. Thanks for watching.